thank goodness. I just escaped from the cliche intro to this video for this game that we're about to do. And I got the loot. Look at all these gems right here that I got from the temple. And there's more here than are left in the temple, or I placed them in the temple, and now I'm out of the temple because I have enough keys to get out of the temple equal to the amount of gems that I have. Well, that's enough of that. So, Escape the Curse of the Temple. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and I alluded to it on the last review video because of this specific reason. It is a 10-minute game, period. Setup is super fast, teardown is super fast, but the goal is it's 10 minutes. Now, you will not play this for just 10 minutes because you're going to want to do this over and over and over again. This is the only game I've ever played in which, by the end of it, you are sweating. You're drenched in sweat just from the sheer anxiety of trying to get done. Let's take a look at what comes inside of the box here on Escape the Curse of the Temple.
Now, it's at this moment that I'm going to feel a little bit like Belloc in Raiders of the Lost Ark, because I'm going to take off the top here, and hopefully my face does not melt. Nope, we're all good. It's actually just some rules books and stuff like that. This is the module where if you don't have a speaker, if you don't have anything to play the CD on that it comes with, you can use a sand timer and flip it a couple times. Anyway, here's the basic rules. It's actually pretty easy. All your rules questions are cleared up pretty simply in the rule book. It's not bad, you know, it's a little pamphlet style. You flip it open, look at it. It tells what all the dice do, what all you can and can't do, all the little nuanced rules. One of the most nuanced rules in the entire game is the fact that when you place a new tile, stairs have to go towards the place that you, the door that you just left. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the hardest rule in the game. This is the instructions for the two expansions that came in the game, Curses and Treasures. I've never actually played Curses and Treasures. Maybe we have played it a few times, but we've never won because it's really stinking hard. Well, look at that, man. Everything's laid out in the box already. As if I didn't take this off the shelf to, you know, look at even the bags are open to do this little review with. That's mysterious. So you get all these different tiles. This tile here is where you put your gems. In a different player count, the gems start is a different number. I think 4 is 14 gems over here. So you start with this many gems on here. You have to escape with the amount of keys equal to this board of gems. Now, I'll explain what that means. So you've got different tiles here, all these different tiles. Here's the entrance tile right here. This is where the game starts. You lay it out and you put 2 tiles to either side of it, and the game just gets rolling. It looks kind of like something like this. That's how the game starts. And so you would place your characters in wherever you are. You can actually play this solo if you want to, although it's not quite as fun. Place your characters there. Everyone gets 5 dice. Look at these dice. Aren't they gorgeous? Anyway, we'll get back to that. And you start rolling, and you roll, 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 and you roll until you get these symbols, and then you lock your dice when you get those symbols. You can't roll those anymore until you roll a gold symbol, or until you yell at your friends to come spin their gold symbols, because that's pretty much the easiest way to get it, is to get someone else to. And to convince them that it's more important that they spend theirs on you. That's not in the rules, but whatever. Anyway, so to move into this tile, you need whatever's written, shown here on your dice. Here's 2 running men, that's what we call them. There, you get in there. These, you need a collection of 10 keys between all of you to put 3 gems out, 7 for 2, 4 for 1. First time I played this, I thought you could do all 3. You cannot. You can only do one of those choices, either 1, 2, or 3. And that's it. You lay tiles out by putting 2 running men. You spin 2 running men to lay another tile out. Oh, look at that. There's the exit tile right there. The way it works is the exit tile is within the bottom 5 tiles, I believe, of the bottom of the board, on the bottom of the stack. And there's a stack limit. It tells you how many you have to stack. And you just keep going. You just keep escaping. You just keep getting into rooms and escaping and getting these little gems on the board. Look at these things. Aren't these great? They could have done it with green cubes, but no. These are gems. They might even be worth money. I'm not sure. You just put them out on the board, and they come off of this board. Like that. Just literally that motion I just did. But you have to do that quickly, too. So the exit tile says you have to have the amount of keys equal to this board individually, which means that you have to do it by yourself. And so if you've lost one of your dice, it's kind of hard, but that's it. That's what's in the box. I mean, you also get the curses and treasures in the version I have. There's also a big box that gives you the first couple expansions, which is pretty incredible. These are for another one of the expansions that I have. I think I have quests, which gives you these choices of characters. Like, look at this guy. He's got a puppy. He's a tough guy, I guess. This dude's some sort of drug addict, I guess, or doctor. No, I'm kidding. He's a doctor or something like that. That's why he's got the needle. And there's all kinds of different characters. Who is this one? This one is the other puppy guy. I guess there's two puppy guys. Anyway, those are all the different expansions you can get. There's tons of expansions for this game. Traps, quests, traps, all this sort of stuff that just makes it fun and stretches your game out more. We're talking about an incredibly fun experience. And it looks good. Look at these chunky, nice little tiles. You're going to want to play this game.
Now, my final thoughts are a little bit different on this one because this is a retroactive review. I'm only going to retroactive review things that I really enjoy. So you know I like this already. But the whole point of this video is so I want you to go pick up this game because it is incredible. It's hard to find the original version that I have now. Now there's like a big box that comes with the first expansion. But here's the thing. It is so much fun because this is a game at game night when 2 or 3 or 4 of you start playing. It plays up to 5. People are going to go, what are they doing? And they're gonna kind of want to stand around and watch because the whole game looks like this. I need keys. I need keys. I've got to go. You've got keys. I need key. I need a yellow. I need a yellow. Somebody roll a yellow. I've got black. I'm totally locked. My dice are locked. My dice are locked, and I lose a dice. It's so tense. It's one of the most tense moments in board gaming I've ever seen, and I recommend it for that reason because it's a good 10-minute filler game that plays huge. People want to watch you play this even if they're not playing that round. And the best part is, you play around and you can rotate someone else in. It only takes 10 minutes. So it's so much fun. The expansions add a whole lot of stuff too. You know, there's different characters you can be. You can be a mentalist, which I love because in my day job, I am a mentalist. That's what I do. We travel across the country doing mentalism and illusions. But it's really fun because you get to add different characters. Each one gets a special power. The one problem is you're going to find yourself really tempted to cheat because no one holds you accountable. You're all playing at the same exact time. You're all rolling your dice at the exact same time. And only you are watching your dice. So you can be like, it's a temptation that obviously it's easy to avoid, but sometimes you accidentally cheat by grabbing up the wrong dice even though you know it was black, and then you have to waste time putting it back. A lot of different things like that. The curses, the treasure, all of those are great expansions that come in the main box that are just so much fun. They add so much to it. There's a curse where if you land in a room, you can't talk until someone rolls the right amount of stuff. Well, this is a game based on communication. You need to say, hey, I need 2 keys over here. Come help me out in this room. I'm locked. So it's incredibly fun. I recommend you get this game instantly. It's just so much fun to add it to your collection and play. Plus, there's an extra benefit. So many people on YouTube have made their own soundtracks to the game that are 10 minutes long with the gong inside of it. Indiana Jones music, the Legends of the Hidden Temple music, all kinds of anything you want to play this game to, the soundtrack is there and it exists. I would recommend using speakers though, just because it makes it a little bit louder and you can hear those gongs. To just give you a quick run through the game, 5 people start in the middle. Your goal is to get to the bottom and to the exit of the temple. And you place these crystals onto the board, and the less crystals you have on this little sideboard is the amount of crystals on the sideboard is how many keys you have to roll to exit the temple individually. So at start of a 4-person game, you have 14 crystals over here, so it's impossible. So you have to get these crystals out by opening new tiles, flipping new places. There's probably poison ivy right here. Flipping new tiles and all that kind of stuff, and you get these out there, and your character will then have to roll the amount of keys left on the thing. So you might have 4 dice left because you've lost one, and you might have to roll 4 keys, and that's really hard because if you get locked, you're stuck there. Takes 10 minutes. Twice during that time, a gong is going to ring and you have to get back to the center square. If you don't get back to the center square, you lose a dice. In a game built on dice rolling, not having another dice is almost impossible. So I cannot say enough good things about Escape, the Curse of the Temple. It is just so much fun. People want to play this. It's quick, like I say. If you get this and bring it to game night, it's a showpiece. People are going to want to watch you play this and want to play along. So Escape, the Curse of the Temple, cannot recommend it enough. That's the latest first retroactive review. Check it out. Shoot us more info. Tell us more games you would like to retroactive review on here. We'll see you next time. That was terrifying.